Pickacard. How are you flexing on your haters? Here are your options, and I'll see you at your reading.
Okay.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal with Tarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 1, how are you flexing on your haters? I just thought that might be a fun kind of a reading. We got new like costume jewelry, but it's not behaving. Big surprise because, you know, it is le devil. But anyways, here we are trying things out. So pile number 1, if you're new here, I hope that you find something that's helpful or encouraging. And for those of you guys that are indeed my babies, my repeat offenders, I'm so grateful to have you. How are you flexing against your haters, against your enemies, against the ops? I heard against the ass. Okay, we're not going to do that though. We're going to be good. How are you flexing? We gonna find out. First of all, I feel like a lot of people are talking smack, a lot of smack about you. Look at you, 3 of fire. You're like, whoa, what's up? What's up, bish? See me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? So it's a 3 of fire, 3 of swords, right? And I definitely feel like it could have been like some of you guys said, sayonara, I'm done, I'm over it, that kind of a thing. Also, maybe perhaps some of you guys embrace peace, which is ironic, interesting, different from what I expected. But maybe perhaps you embrace peace and you're like, this is how I'm flexing against my ops, against my haters. But also, you are standing on something very, very hot, okay? I don't know if that's like the surface of the sun. So maybe perhaps you're in the spotlight. Maybe perhaps you are speaking truth, spinning facts, things like that. And then we have curiosity of fire, yeah. And it's almost like all the things you have undergone like a rite of passage, okay? And so you have undergone a rite of passage and you're taking your curiosity with you. It could have been like a new birth of curiosity. You know how they say children are curious, they're curious, and that's what keeps them like fun and interesting and innocent. It's like they have a curiosity of life. It keeps them vibrant. And I feel like there's a measure of you that captured or recaptured vibrancy. If you've never had it before, never was allowed to express it, or it was suppressed, however you want to fit that, if that is you, then I feel like you've taken back that power. Pile number 1, how are you flexing on your haters, on your ops? Ace of fire in the reverse. This came out in the pre-shuffle. Yeah, so the ace of fire in the bottom of the deck energy right here. So I definitely feel like you are flexing against your ops because you're not allowing it any energy, any time. Maybe you've taken back your time. You're not giving it attention. Maybe you're well aware of what they're saying, what they're, you know, gossiping about and things like that. And you're kind of like, I ain't got time for that. It's simply not on my radar any longer. Instead, you're embracing love. You're embracing self. You're embracing true connections. You're embracing those that really embrace you. I feel like pile number 1, you're also perhaps speaking a whole different language. It could be a fact that maybe you were suppressed, repressed, depressed. I don't know. All the pressed. Look at, this is making me irritated, pressed. But anyways, so it could be one of those things where you were able to really find your voice again, find your narrative, find the things that are important to you. And that's how you're flexing. You're flexing against your haters. And they don't like that. I'm just going to tell you that like that. Pile number 1, we have the Lovers. I know that's right. And generosity of earth. Okay. I don't know why these cards get all blurry on that side. So we have the Lovers card right here. So you've got choices and you've made a choice with the Lovers card. With the Lovers card, I definitely feel like it's one of those things where you had an option and a choice and you already made it. And usually it comes between choosing like the new dame or the older dame or something new, something old. It could be a career. It could be a life path. It could be whatever it is that you chose. I feel like you're flexing because it really has given you this spirit, this air, this vibe of abundance, of radiance, of feeling at peace. Ladies with her dog, she's got a crown. She ain't got a care in the world, okay? I feel like that is you. Unlike me right now, I got many cares. And the one thing that I care is, yeah, this necklace is driving me bonkers. So pile number 1, with the image of 444 on camera right now, that could be a thing for you. Maybe you're seeing angel number 444. Maybe it has to do with your stability. I heard your credibility as well. And I feel like you're done convincing people against themselves, against their will, right? It's like, no, I want to believe pile number one's a bad person. You're like, okay. Anyways, as I was saying, and you're like not even worried about it. So I feel like that takes the power away from your ops, from your enemies, if you will. And that is something that they are ruminating out. Actually, that's what I heard is rumination. So let's see. How are you flexing? By not looking back. I feel like you're not looking back. You underwent your rite of passage and you're only moving forward. Sovereignty of air, of fire. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is like the Knight of Wands energy. You pack lightly. You're on a motorcycle. You're like, vámonos. Vámonos, güey. Y nos fuimos, and that kind of a thing. You're like, jump in the car and let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Yeah, but you're not worrying about nobody. You don't care about nobody's approval. You don't care about anybody backing you up. You're kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to pack with a little mochila right here, and I'm just going to jump on my motorbike, and I'm going to go. That sort of thing. And there's an air of like wisdom, of freedom to it, an air of like you cannot be controlled. And I feel like that's how you're flexing against your ops, is maybe perhaps they wanted to be controlling in your life, or they were. Pile number one. So let's see. Why would this be a flex? Because I feel like they were controlling. And maybe there was a lot of like devil energy there. There was a lot of obsession with you, control over your life, over your thoughts, over what you wanted to do, that kind of a thing. You know, I've had many people go, oh, you dyed your hair purple, or, you know, it's like everybody has something to say. And it's like, why don't you look in the own mirror and deal with your own self instead of worried about what I'm doing? Is he being creative? If you can't tell, yeah, pile number one. You're flexing against your haters because you have the Knight of Pentacles right here. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're putting to good use your energy, your stamina. Maybe you're lifting weights. Maybe you're working out. Maybe you're looking better. Maybe you're sweating it out. Doesn't make a difference. You're working on self-improvement. What do we do when we work out? We like set a goal. We look at things. We change our diet. You know, you could have changed your diet on what you're eating, or metaphorically eating on social media, what you're scrolling through. You're like, I'm not going to doom scroll. I'm going to look at positive things. I'm going to enchant my life. I am going to really kind of romanticize myself, that kind of a thing. And it could be something that is a flex because they're irritated. Look, Seven of Swords, you're no longer like, you don't feel like you have to go undercover brother anymore. If you ever did, pile number one, if you felt like you had to hide from these people, if you, yeah, and it's like the Hanged One is in the reverse as well. It's like you found your different perspective and you're keeping it and you're fine the way you are. Pile number one, you're not having to be dodgy. You're not like holding like secret desires. In other words, it's like your family wants you to be a teacher and you're like, okay, I've been going to school to be a teacher this whole time. Maybe in the middle of it, you change, and then you change majors, right? And you're like, I'm going to go for something else and I'm just not going to tell them. And then you're going to school this whole time. You're like, yeah. But you never told them that you're entering psychology or I don't know, whatever, astronomy or mechanics or whatever the thing is, right? And, you know, at the last hour, you graduate and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I got a degree in engineering and aerodynamics or whatever the thing is, or I became a dentist, or, you know, it's like a big shock to them. And when the whole time you're like, yeah, I really like this. And they're like, nope. You got to do this. Do it this way, pile number one. I know best, you know. So you could have had a lot of like people wanting to live vicariously through you. And you're flexing now because I feel like you're done with that energy. You decided, you know, I'm just going to keep it pushing. If they like it, they like it. If they don't like it, well, they can like it eventually somehow, some way, somehow. Yeah. And then you have the King of Wands. It's exactly what we're talking about right here, friend. Pile number one. So King of Wands is definitely somebody who goes after their own desires. Look, this is a singer. Okay, Axel. Woo, woo. King of Wands. It's like I got my hands on a lot of moving parts. Chriselle, keep it clean. Moving parts, okay? I got my hand. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing the other. And it's like nobody can stop me. And also, like, you are singing about whatever it is that you want. Oh my gosh. And it's gleaning abundance. And that's how you're flexing. It's like whether this is a real child pregnancy or a pregnancy you're like pregnant with the things that you have been wanting to share with the world or wanting to express or want to try out or whatever. You're, for example, like fashion, you're like, I always want to dye my hair purple or blue or red, or you're trying different wigs and you're trying different outfits, or you're trying different shoes, or you like the way that our friends from London dress and you're doing it that way, or you like the Polynesian vibe and you're doing that. You're not here to really accommodate everybody else's desires, because in the end you have one life to live, right? In the 3D, here we go. The Fool. You are flexing. Oh, and I heard everybody was kung fu fighting, but you ain't kung fu fighting. You're like, I'd be taking risks. I'd be doing things. I be calculating risks. I'm like, I see those, is it Appalachia? I think I pronounced it wrong. But anyways, I see these mountains out here. Maybe you live out there. I don't know. Maybe you want to go visit, that kind of a thing. Or maybe it's like you're ringing somebody's doorbell. You wanted to go visit, that sort of thing. You're like it's not giving into your desires, but you're kind of like, you know what? This is on my radar, on my map. This is what's important to me. It may not be important to everybody else. It may seem kind of like whack ass or weird or whatever, but I am going, that gives me joy. I want to hike Kathmandu, or I want to go in Peru, or I want to go to Lima, or I want to hang out with the Tibetans and I want to become a monk, or whatever off the map kind of a thing. It's like you're going for it and it's working for you. 11 on camera right now. A lot of repetition. Yeah. And then here is the Fool. We're going to end on that note. Pile number 1, if you'd like a private reading, keep in mind these are general. Dude, look, I'd be a hot mess today, but we're making it work. We don't care. Listen. If you'd like a private reading, go ahead and check out my details below. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, go ahead and do that as well. Otherwise, it's totally up to you. I will see you at your next reading. Much, much love. Until next time, namaste.
Okay.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Griselle with Duff Tarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 2, how are you flexing? How are you flexing your guns lately? Just kidding, I ain't got no guns for real though. How are you flexing against your haters, your ops, the gossipers, the commentators, the ones that can't stay away, but love to hate you just the same? Pile number 2, how you flexing? Let me look. Oh, look, darlings. This is my favorite, I keep saying that, favorite card in this deck. Look, right here. Look at here. I can't tell if that's on camera. Okay, so we have the Devil. Preoccupied with his pretty. I'm here. My pretty, right? A little bit of Lord of the Rings. But she's got a captive. And this Devil is definitely focused and trying to cause nightmare and anxiety. So you are flexing because I feel like these people that wanted to give you anxiety, keep you under wraps, keep you understated, I feel like they were worried about you shining, honestly. I feel like they wanted to keep you, oh, you're talking too loud. Oh, you're bringing too much attention to yourself. Oh, can you not do that? Can you not be you? And it's like, oh, okay. So you would prefer me to be you? Or you would prefer me to, be quiet and merge into the wall so that you can shine? I mean, that makes no sense. So I feel like you were around a lot of people that were insecure. Pile number 2, I feel like you're flexing because you've embraced your security. You have overcome the Devil. And I definitely feel like the Devil's still watching you. Could have a lot of people that are actually fake flexing against you and be like, well, I know stories and I know. And I'm thinking to myself, I could hear you saying like, well, I know drama. And that's exactly it. So these people are drama starters, trauma starters. They would love to kind of re-traumatize you. That sort of look from Line I'm Dying. Look, they want you crying. They want you feeling lonely. They want you feeling sad. They want you focused on not necessarily things that did not happen or things that are not true, but they want you. I feel like these are people that know you intimately. Excuse me. It's feeling even generational, like their parents did to their parents, and then they did it, and so on and so forth. And this is how they communicate. This is how they rule the roost. This is how they feel their self-esteem elevate, which is really ridiculous and wild. But pile number 2, I feel like these people would want you in tears, that they would even secretly enjoy when you were like on the down and outs, that kind of a thing. And it's like, well, this happened to me and I lost my job and my boyfriend left and my dog kicked me. You know, it's like they want to hear all the bad stuff. And after my dog kicked me, the cat threw litter in my face, and, you know, all of these things. They want to hear all the bad stuff. And they're like, tell me more, tell me more. And they're like, ooh, you got it bad, you know. Oh, pobrecita. And then they want to, you know, pretend that they're going to put a Band-Aid on it, but they secretly want all the tea. And you're flexing because you're just not going there anymore. Yeah, a lot of bad stuff has happened. A lot of bad stuff happens to everybody. Keep in mind, this is life. This isn't utopia, last time I checked anyways. If I'm in the wrong realm, definitely let me know. Pile number 2. I definitely feel like you've taken, I heard Timex, take a look, and it keeps on ticking. Look, 10 of water. You have found utopia. You have found the end of the rainbow for you. You have found community. You have found sassiness, even if you're one of my guys. What's up? I definitely feel like you have found camaraderie. I can never say that. Not comadre, but camaraderie. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you get it. It's like where you're like, oh, let's kind of, you know, hang out together, and we're comrades, and we're, you know, it's like you get me, I get you. It's almost like a 3 cups kind of energy. Palette number 2. How are you flexing on your haters? I heard by being you, just by being you. Similar to pile number 1, actually. Sovereignty of earth. Yeah, you have taken back what is grounding to you. It's like all these air elements of, they want to put in your head, and I want to get you tied up in your head. I want you to be immobilized. I want you to not do all the things that make you happy, that make you shine. I want to dim your light because I feel better. That kind of the energy that I feel like you were around, or you were confronting, or those are your ops, those are your haters. Pile number 2. How are you flexing against your haters? Curiosity of air. You've become young again. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. It doesn't make a difference. I feel like you have brought out that innocence. And it's like this child doesn't know that is holding a fox. Is it a new fox? A fox that got found on the lawn? That child don't care. It's like, this is, you're mine now. It's like, come on, fox, let's just hang out on the blanket, you know? And it's like the child doesn't even know an enemy. And in a lot of ways, it's like, you don't need to know the enemy because you were intimate with the enemy once upon a time, right? Could have been familial. I'm getting a lot of family. I'm getting a lot of ops that were also like boyfriends, spouses, things like that. But also even at the workplace, you could be that energy that gets a lot of evil eye. I feel. I definitely feel that. But pile number 2, you're not focused on that. You're kind of like on the curiosity. You're like, what is that fox? Come here, little fox. And it's friend-shaped, and it's, you know, come on over. But not in a foolish manner, in a very curious way. It's like, I wonder if it would come to me. I wonder if it's got rabies. No. But you get the gist. It's like you're not afraid to try new things. And if it doesn't work, it don't work. You know, like this necklace. I'm like, nope, I don't want it there. But that will be for another day, another project. In the meantime, I'm gonna rock with you. Maybe some of you guys are watching that whole like Michael Jackson thing. That would be confirmation on Netflix, right? Pile number 2, you've got 3 of water. Yeah, how you're reflecting on your haters is that you have like great relationships. I feel like it's community. It feels like community. It feels like a village. It feels like fun. It feels like happy hour. It feels like coming to my house for the bar. You're invited to barbecue. You better season that chicken. But you're invited to barbecue because we know that you will, that kind of a thing. And it's almost like the level of joy that embraces you. I feel like other people are joyful when they embrace you is a light dimmer to your haters. Okay, and that's how you're flexing. It's like you're basically enjoying life. The way when you stop and smell the roses, smell the lilies, look at the trees and look at the patterns and stand and wonder at the sky, or romanticize your life, you know, that elicits a lot more hate on their part. But you're just minding your own business. You're like, I cannot believe, like, I had these dragonflies come to my windshield. Yeah, emergence with the number 20. That can mean something to you. But anyways, this dragonfly, it was red, beautiful. I used to see him in Phoenix all the time. I really don't recall seeing him here very often, but now I've seen him quite a bit past few days. Anyways, but it kept coming to my windshield and going around and kept coming by my windshield, and I was like, wow, check this out. I felt like it was magic. I felt like I had wings. I felt like it was communicating with me. Hey, look at me. I'm a dragonfly, and look at all the cool stuff I can do. I can fly backwards and forwards, and I can tease you. It's like an energetic play. And it's almost like, I mean, these little fairies, or I don't know, like people butterflies, or what are they? Woodland creatures, something. look, even this guy is flexing, baby. Maybe you just go and spend time with the woods. You go camping by yourself. You go grounding. You take off your shoes. Out on the property out here, I have the privilege to be able to look at the mushrooms that are growing naturally. And no, I would never eat them anyways. Don't worry about that. But it's just really cool to see how they're structured and to see like hit the ridges underneath and where they're growing and where they're clustered and all that stuff. And I like to photograph them and kind of get a real clue as to what's going on. But it's like, anyways, for me, it's kind of like romantic. It's exciting. It's like, wow, I get to see that. And my girlfriend and I, we laugh because she's out there. She's like, oh, that's a chickadee, whatever. They're bare-breasted, whatever. She knows the birds' names and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. I like that one with a orange breast and it's hopping down on the ground, and we just laugh. We're like old people things. You're like, yeah, we are, but that's okay. Pile number 2. It's like you enjoy nature. You're enjoying things as a child, once again, with the innocence and with the zeal of, oh my gosh, like, you know, when the hawk flies like face level, or even the ravens or whatever. When I have any animal or insect encounter, I get over the moon. I'm like, I cannot wait to tell someone. You know, I had once upon a time like a bird flying parallel with me, and as I was driving, and I was like, this never happened before. You know, pretty exciting stuff in my book anyways. And yeah, it's like you seek the meaning of all things, and I feel like you find it. And in that, it's almost like you attract a malojo, like people are wanting to give you the evil eye, but it's simply because it's like they want to know what you're seeking. They don't understand you, but you're flexing on your haters because you're over here like enjoying life the way it was meant to be enjoyed. Yeah. Pile number 2, the 10 of Waters jumped out again in the reversal. I feel like it's that ebb and flow. It's like while one is high, the other one's low. And it's almost like you need it to be low in order for haters to feel high, if that makes any sense to you. Okay, I don't get it. It's like I don't delight in other people's demise or their pain or whatever. But here we are talking about it. So pile number 2, how you're flexing on them, it's like that wheel has changed, that wheel has turned, and I feel like you're a lot more balanced nowadays. You don't get with the highs and the lows. You don't allow other people to really affect your mood, and also people are like kind of wanting to sit and listen to all the bad stuff that's going on in your life, and they're getting you to focus on it. You're going to notice and you're going to clock it anyways. So that is what I have. Pile number 2. I feel like I've been calling you pile number 1 as well. Hopefully not. But it's pile number 2. If you would like to buy me a coffee, a deck of cards, if you like a personal reading, everything is in the description box below. Check that out. But your last card, oh my gosh, look at darlings. It's the devil. So you have had people wanting to tempt you, wanting to wrap you up, it's like, look, that dress is really pretty, but you can only wear that dress if you wear the rope. Maybe somebody here is in the kink community. I don't know that, but I'm just going to say there are a lot of options. I also feel like you are flexing on your haters because it's like they're busy fantasizing and they're busy thinking about things, but you're busy living. Yeah. Something that has to do with this also is like Saturn, maybe self-discipline. Maybe it's like you disciplined yourself not to listen to naysayers and what is impossible, right? And things like that. And I feel like that's been a flex because you have glowed up, showed up, and you're actually living. So good for you. Round of applause. Much, much love. Until next time, namaste.
Oh.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Griselle with Depth Tarot, and I'm here to do your reading. Pile number 3. How are you flexing on your haters? Well, I'm going to start with this deck here. How are you flexing on your MFN haters? If you're new here, I hope that you find something that's helpful or encouraging. And for those of you guys that are my babies, my repeat offenders, I am so grateful to have you. Thank you so very much. Pile number 3. How are you flexing on your haters? Don't get scared, but it's like death, okay? You put a lot of ending to things, and those endings, I feel like they cherish those endings, which is really interesting. In other words, it's like it could have been old relationships, some people that didn't mind stepping on your neck to get to the top or to look at a better view. They're like, oh, let me see. And you're like, oh my gosh, look at that really pretty scenic. And they're like, you know, standing right on your neck. And they enjoyed that. But you put an end to negative behavior. You put an end to things that really backhanded compliments, the negging, things like that is what I'm hearing. You put an end to people thinking that they can take liberties with you and say whatever it is that they want. Instead, I feel like you're edgy. You might be a little bit caustic. You might be a little bit controversial. Definitely I'm getting whimsical. I can't help but feel this is my vibe. This is my tribe, pile number 3. So, yeah, unconventionality is coming through. It's like you give 0 Fs. You're kind of like, you know what, until you pay my bills, I don't care. And then if you do pay my bills, I maybe still don't care. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. So, oh, and they're playing a board game. I don't know what this is. It's Parcheesi or something. I don't know. I don't play games, but anyways, it's a game. Battle. I don't know. Anyway, so you have the dog right here going, I want to play too. Everybody's playing games. It's like bringing, I heard the word trivia, and bringing people together. So I feel like you are flexing, oh my gosh, because you're bringing people together. But also, it's like this one came up in the reverse. This is a Lover's card. You made a choice. And in that choice, you eliminated all the outside noise. And it's like, well, how are these options? Sometimes like the Lover's card to me can be almost like the 7 of Cups. It's almost like, I'll be dreaming of you tonight. And it's like, why are we looking at all the options? Like, okay, is it a viable option? Or is it a fantastical? Or is it like, I want both? I want the maiden or the mature person, or the, you know, my new partner, my old partner. What is it? So it could be a lot of like fantasizing and things like that. But I feel like you are flexing on your haters because you're decisive. I heard decisive action, derisive action. Good for you. We have the Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Pile number, oh, I just got a delivery. Cool. Pile number 3. So you are flexing on your haters, and this came up reverse. So you have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and it's like, this one, it's almost like putting their hands out. Queen of Swords, it's like, well, it's okay. Let's kind of negotiate. Let me explain to you where I'm coming from with a friendship bracelet, or the, you know, the beads and the peace and all that, or maybe writing letters to try to make things right or whatever. And it's like, when the reverse, you're okay with being the bee. Oh my gosh, look, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Queen of Wands in the upright. So in the reverse, it's like, yeah, not the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Wands in the upright, and then the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That's how they came out. But anyways, it's like, I'm okay being a bitch. I'm okay being, if that's what you want to think of it out, great. Anyways, as I was saying, you don't care about the perception of people. You're not out to hurt people deliberately, but if they want to kind of like try to use that to neg you, to manipulate you, to shame you, whatever, you're not having it. Look, 5 of Cups. I feel like you're flexing on your haters because they are in mourning. They are sad. They feel like everything is broken. Yeah, we opened up with the Death card. I'm not surprised. So it's like they want to kind of squeeze out the toothpaste of the in the tube, squeeze out all the toothpaste, and now they're trying to shove it back in. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have done this. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have. Well, they got plenty of warnings. I'm gonna say that because I don't feel like you kind of flip the switch like that, although it could feel that way. But they got plenty of warnings. You know, it could have looked like this. It could have looked like, hey, you know, that really hurts my feelings, or hey, gosh, that really makes me feel bad, or can we not, you know, we've been led to believe one time. I guess we were line drawing our shorts or something like that, and I had a family member, and both of our shorts were out there, and they were very similar, if not identical, in the style. I don't remember. And then she was like, oh yeah, no, those are the big ones. Mine are these, the little ones over here. It turns out she was wrong. The big ones were hers. And you know, it's like, I would never say that. Or another example of a, you know, backhanded compliment, negging, whatever, you know, being the butt of people jokes and things like that. It's like the cat ran by me, and we had, there was a lot of people in the house where, you know, partying or whatever, and the cat ran by me, and then she's like, oh, come here, fat girl. And then she goes, hee hee. The cat, not my daughter. And it's like, oh, wow. I've always had a weight problem, by the way. No secret here. Let's be transparent. But, you know, to say that to somebody and think that's okay, something wrong with you. Anyways, pile number 3, look, 3 of Pentacles, cooperation. So how you are stunning your haters. What? 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's like full cooperation, and things are coming for you. Good things are coming for you. The Ace of Swords, things could be a little bit like nebulous right now, but also the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it's like they lack clarity. It's like they don't have maybe the word, because that's communication. Maybe they don't have communication with you, actually. And so you are flexing on your haters because there is no communication. King of Cups right here. Yeah, you've regulated your own emotions. You've gone through the whole cup suit. Oh my gosh. And then you have like abundance right here. It could be Pisces energy. You could be Pisces. But any, you know, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, actually coming through. You could be any sign. It doesn't make a difference. But you have like elevated your game. Pile number 3. Yeah, 10 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. So there's been healing here for sure. And then you have the Magician. So it's like these people feel frustrated because they've seen you on your healing journey and you've created out of that, almost like maybe out of your pain, you created out of your pain, and it's turned out into something profitable or liberating or exciting or traumatizing to your haters. That could be a thing as well. But I feel like that wasn't the goal. The goal was maybe to kind of to get rid of, like, create like an exorcist or get rid of a demon that was on your back forever and ever. And you managed to do so. And that in turn has become like the bane of other people's existence. You know, pile number 3. I'm hearing sisterhood. Oh my gosh, look. Bottom of the deck double. Yep. It's like these people wanted to control you. Could have been one person. It could have been a cult. It could have been family members. It could have been a friend group. It could have been boyfriend, girlfriend. It could have been whatever. It doesn't make a difference. In the end, it's like they wanted control. They wanted to obsess. Maybe they are obsessive. That came out 808 on camera right now. That can mean something to you, or Kanye. Not to Kanye. I love the old Kanye. Pile number 3. How are you flexing against your haters? The Star. Look at that. You've got the Star. You are following, it's like the beat of your own drum. You're pursuing things that make you happy. You are moving forward. Also, you could have moved away from these people, this person, this situation. Even if it was, look, I keep getting the Devil and it's reversed. Yeah, you escaped the Devil. So whatever that looks like to you, you escaped a bad marriage. You escaped a toxic workplace, toxic family, old narratives. You escaped, you know, things that just were not good for you. I get the feeling that they've lost control. They feel like they've lost control over you. And it's almost like trying to control you gave them a reprieve from thinking about their own life, kind of a thing. Stop it. It just keeps coming up. You can't make this up. Velocity of water. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like they cannot help but stare. Help but try to follow you. Help but try to figure out what is it that has enraptured you, captured your attention. What is it that you are building? With whom are you building? What is it that you have? What things are you stacking up? Are you stacking up money? Are you stacking up favors? Are you stacking up both? 7 of Earth is about looking at who you're building with, and are they really giving you the same energy? You know, the same commitment, the same timeline, the same, like, are we growing this together, or is everything there for me to do and you're enjoying the benefits and the fruits of that kind of a thing? And it's like you're looking at it as like, who's with me? If you're with me, well, then let's grow together. But if you're against me, then you're going to continue doing the same bullshit, and I'm not here for it. Look, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Pile number 3. It's like with these burdens that have held you back, that have like served to, in a lot of ways, crush your soul. It's like you've unburdened yourself. Yeah, 9 of Water, you pursued your desires, your interests, your love, your happily ever after. And it's opened up the roof for you. It's opened up in a cosmic way, the roof for you. And look, we have the Moon in the reverse. That to me tells me that it could be a mother wound, by the way. It could be intuition and things like that. But Moon reverse is like you are not bamboozled any longer by the Devil, right? Even though I'm wearing horns right here. You're not bamboozled. You're not, nobody can lie to you anymore. It's like you see right through it. You see right through them. And how you're stunning your haters, how you are flexing on them, is that you can see right through it. And you're choosing what's good for you, just like they've chosen what's good for them or what they thought was good for them. Pile number 3, velocity of earth. Yeah, and it's like earth, there's not a lot of like movement, but in this one there actually is. So maybe it's like you are grounding things, you're bringing it into manifestation, into the 3D world, what it is that you want. That's stable. And then the 2 of water, we're going to end it right here. Connection, relationships, reciprocal energy, reciprocal energy, connectivity. It's like all the good juice, all the good things coming for you. That is what I have. If you would like a private reading, check out the details below. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, that'd be awesome, but you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I will see you at your next reading. Much, much love. Until next time, namaste.